वाक्यस्य मनसः सर्वार्थानामुपकर्मे यं नत्वा कृतकृत्यास्तिस्तन्नमामि गजाननं शारदा शारदां भोजवदना वदनाम्बुजे सर्वदा सर्वदास्माकं सन्निधिं क्रियात् वन्दे द्रुपदत्मन्वमवामानसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभामिश्रमगद्यं त्रैपुरं महः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां भारतीकरुणापात्रं भारतीपदभूषणं भारतीपदमारूढं भारतीतीर्थमाश्रये विद्याधने सम्पन्नं वीतरागं विवेकिनं वन्दे वेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञं विदुषेखरभारतीं नरातङ्कोट्टङ्कः शरणशरणो भ्रान्तिहरणः घनश्यामो वामो व्रजशिशुवयस्यो अर्जुनसखः स्वयं भूर्भूतानां जनक उचिताचारसुखदः शरण्यो लोकेशो मम भवतु कृष्णो क्षुषयः. So namaskaram to all of my gurus and to Devi and to Jagadguru, that is Krishna. I wanted to talk about the Gita Dhyana shlokas that we all chant in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita every single time we chant it. So this is a collection of shlokas written by many people. Parthaya Pratibodhitam is written by someone completely different, and then Yam Brahma Varanendra Vitra Vargaha is a shloka from Bhagavatam. So we have a collection of many different shlokas from different places in this one Gita Dhyana. And there's shlokas about Bhagavad Gita as a Devi, a Gita Mata. And then there is a shloka about Mahabharata. There is a shloka about Krishna. And there is a shloka about Vyasa. So this is a collection of many shlokas that we do to think about the people who have given us this Gita, have given us this knowledge, and what this knowledge is supposed to do for us. So we start with Parthaya Pratibodhitam. Partha, who is Partha? Arjuna. Prithayaha apatyam Partha. Pritha is another name for Kunti Devi. So Kunti's son is Partha. Parthaya Pratibodhitam. This Gita was taught to Kunti's son, who is Krishna. Sorry, Arjuna. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. By Sakshat Narayana himself. Narayana is Krishna, right? So we have two parthas of the shlokam, Sadashiva Samarambha, that is Narayana Samarambha. They are one and the same. So Narayana, so the Atma Jnana, the Brahma Jnana that we have, that is told in the Bhagavad Gita, the first person, or it is started, Parama Guru, the first Guru is Narayana himself. So Sakshat Narayanena, so Narayanena Swayam, Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. So this Gita is taught to Arjuna by Narayana himself, the one that we get this Atma Jnana from, that the one who is Brahma, one who is Brahma Swarupa, Atma Jnana Swarupa. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina. So by the oldest, Purana means oldest. So by the oldest Muni, who is Vyasa, this is written. So Grathita means to write. Grantha, we get the word Grantha from this Gratha. So Grathita means it is written by this Vyasa, who is the oldest Muni. Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam. And it is in the center of Mahabharatam. Madhye Mahabharatam. Advaita Amrita Varshini. So this Bhagavad Gita is the focus of Bhagavad Gita is Advaita, the Advaita Mata, which is that Jiva and Brahma are one. The Jivatma and the Paramatma are one. We get this in shlokas like Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarvabhuta Shaistitaha Aham Adishta Madhyancha Bhutanam Anta Evacha. So in shlokas like this is in the 10th chapter, the Vibhuti Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. And we have Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Grinhati Naroparani Tatha Sharirani Vihaya Jirnani Anyani Sanyati Navani Dehi. So in this shloka we are talking about how the Atma, just the same way that we remove torn clothes and we wear new clothes, the same way this Atma wears new shariras. In each Janma, the Atma wears new bodies. And the old bodies go away, the torn clothes go away, the same way that the old bodies go away, and the Atma takes up new bodies. The same way that we buy new clothes and wear them. Right? So the same way, so this Atma, Bhagavan is saying, Aham Atma Gudakrija. So I am that Atma which wears these new bodies, which is showing that Paramatma and this Jivatma are the same. So that Advaita Tattva is in this Bhagavad Gita. Advaita Amrita Varshini, Bhagavati. Again, we are considering Gita itself as Bhagavati, as Devi, Bhagavan. And Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini. It is having 18 chapters. Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. So Bhagavad Gita, O Gita Mata, O Devi, I am trying to understand you. I am trying to take you to my heart. Take the jnanam that you are giving me to my heart. I am trying to digest that jnana. Anusandadhami means to repeatedly think about something, to meditate upon something. And that jnana, Advaita Amrita Varshini, the jnana that Bhagavad Gita is giving us, the Advaita jnana, I am trying to meditate upon that. I am trying to digest that jnana. That is the meaning of the shloka. The first shloka is basically an obeisance to Devi, Bhagavad Gita Mata herself, or Gita Devi. Tadvaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayini, and then we're saying Amba, right? Mata. Amba is another name for Amma, Mata. So Amba, Tvam, you, Anusandadhami, I am trying to understand you. Bhagavad Gita, Bhavadveshini, the one who is the remover of samsara. Samsara, Bhava meaning samsara, that gives us attachment, one that causes moha. So Bhavadveshini, one who removes that samsara moha. And then Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. After we do this prarthana to Gita Mata, to Bhagavad Gita herself, we do a Vyasa prarthana. Namostute, Namostu, Namaha Astu. Many people confuse the word Namostute and Namaste to be one word. But Namostute is actually 3 words. Namaha Astu Te. So may there be a Namaskara. Namaskara is Anjali Shiras Sanyoga Anukula Vyapara is the technical definition given for Namaskara. Meaning Anjali is this hasta. Anjali Shiraha is your head. So Anjali Shiras Sanyoga is Namaskara. So when you bring your hands to your head, that is what Namaskara is. So Namaha Astute. So may that Namaskara be there for you. Namaha Astute. Te meaning you. Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. O Vyasa, one with great knowledge, a great mind. Hulla Aravindayata Patralitra, with eyes that are like blossomed lotuses. Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. So with the Bharata Taila Purna, with the Mahabharata as the Taila or the oil, you have lit the lamp of Jnana. So Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. Pradipa meaning the Deepa, the Diya or Deepa. Prajvalita, it is lit, the lamp is lit with the Bharata Taila, with Mahabharata as the oil of the lamp. Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purna Prajvalita Jnanamaya Pradipaha, and that light gives us Jnana. So the definition for Guru is written as Gukaras Chandakarohi Rukaras Teja Uchyate Ajnana Grasakam Brahma Gurureva Nasamshaya. So with the Gukara, in the word Guru, Gukara means darkness. Gukara cha andhakarohi. Gukara is darkness. Rukaras teja uchyate. The Ru is for the light, teja. Ajnana grasakam brahma. So the one who removes this darkness and brings light into your life, that is who Guru is, right? So here we're saying that Vyasa Maharshi has lit the Deepa of Jnana with the oil that is Mahabharata to give us this Brahma Jnana, to give us this Jnana that is Bhagavad Gita. So Ajnana Grasakam, Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Kullararindayata Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalita Jnanamaya Pradipaha. What's the next one? Prapanna Parijataya. So Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraya Pavale Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mritatunyanama. Prapanna is someone who is in Aarti, someone who wants something. Or someone who is sad, or someone who is in trouble. Prapanna Parijataya. To someone who is asking Bhagavan for something, he is the Parijata, the one who gives. We have Parijata Vriksha in Santa, right? It is supposed to give us everything that we want. It is supposed to give Sankalpa, the Kama Prapti, right? So, the same way, Shri Krishna is the person who gives us, or the Bhagavan who gives us the whatever we want. So, Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Pani. Here we're meditating upon Krishna as holding the totra, which is the stick that he herds the cows with. Totra is the wooden stick, the long stick that he herds cows with. So because he's known as Gopala, right? So Totra Vetraika Panaye. So he's holding that one stick in his hand. Jnana Mudraya Krishna. And then he's holding the Jnana Mudra, which is supposed to mean that Shri Krishna is our Parama Guru, our Jagat Guru, who is giving us this Advaita Jnana, this Brahma Jnana. That is Gita. Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. So and Gita Amrita Duha means that he is milking the milk that he is milking from the cow is the Gita Amrita. So Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. We'll get another shloka. Sarvopanishad which I'll explain later. That will make more sense when this word Gita Amrita Duhe will make more sense when I explain that shloka. So Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. Then Vasudeva Sutam Devam. Everyone knows this shloka, right? Before Vasudeva Sutam Devam. Vasudeva's son is Krishna. Vasudeva Sutam Devam. Kamsa Chanura Mandalam. He has killed Rakshasas like Kamsa and Chanura. Devaki Paramanandam. He is the one who gives the ultimate joy to Devaki, his mother. Devaki Paramanandam. Krishna Mande Jagat. Again, we are calling Krishna Jagat Guru because he gives us this jnana. He is giving us this Bhagavad Gita. So Narayana Swayam Pratibodhita. Right? So we are saying that Krishna is the giver of jnana and he is jnana himself. And then Krishna Mande Jagat Bhishma Drona Tata. This is a beautiful shloka talking about the Rana Nadi, the Nadi that is this war. So this entire Bhagavad Gita is going on during the war, right? So the Kurukshetra Yuddha. So the Rana Nadi, Rana meaning war, Nadi is the river. So this is in the river of war. Who is leading the boat? The Kaivartaka. Kaivartaka is the person who is leading the boat. That is Keshava, meaning Krishna. Kaivartakaha Keshavaha. And then Uttirna, Sottirna Khalu Pandavai. And this river is being crossed by the Pandavas. Uttirna meaning the people who are crossing. Uttirna Khalu Pandavai. So this river is being crossed by the Pandavas. We'll go back. Bhishma Drona Tata. Bhishma and Drona are the banks of the river. Bhishma on one side, Drona on the other side. Then Jayadratha Jala. The river, the water and the river is Jayadratha himself. Does everyone know who Jayadratha is? Who is Jayadratha? He is one of the Senapatis, the important character in Mahabharata. So Jayadratha Jala, he is on the side of the Kauravas. Everyone here is on the side of the Kauravas. Jayadratha Jala, Gandhara Nirotpala. Gandhara is Shakuni. So because he comes from Gandhara Desha, his name is also Gandhara. So Shakuni is the Gandhara Nirotpala. Nirotpala means blue water lilies. So these blue water lilies make it hard for someone to pass when they're trying to move through a river and there's many water lilies there. It makes it hard for someone to pass. So Jayadratha Jala Gandhara Nirotpala. Nirotpala is the blue water lily. Neela meaning blue, Utpala meaning the lily. So Nirotpala. Shalya Grahavati. Shalya is another character in Mahabharata on the Kaurava side again. Grahavati. Grahavati meaning shark. So in this river there are also sharks. The sharks exist in rivers. No, but in this river there are sharks. Those sharks are Shalya. Shalya Grahavati. Kripena Bahani. And then the current of the river. The current, everyone knows what current is, right? The thing that makes the river move in one way. The current of the river is Kripa. Kripena Bahani. Kripacharya is the current of the river. And then Karanena Velakula. And the waves of the river. Again, do rivers have waves? No, but here they do. Karanena Velakula. So the Karana is the waves of the river. And then Karanena Velakula. Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara. Ashwathama, another character on the Kaurava side. Vikarna, the youngest Kaurava. Ghora Makara. So these two are the crocodiles in the river. So they're trying to bite the ship that Pandavas are going on. No, Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara. Duryodhana Vartani. And then Duryodhana is the whirlpool in the river. that the Pandavas were. And through all of this, Duryodhana Vartini, Sottirna Khalu Pandavai Radali, Kaivartaka Keshavaha. Okay, so with all of these obstacles, this Kaivartaka, the leader of the boat, the one who is getting through the boat, leading the boat, who is Keshava, is bringing the Pandavas through the banks of the river, through all of these obstacles. So in first chapter we have the shloka, Acharya Pitarah Putraha Tathaiva cha Pitamahaha Matula Shashara Pautraha Shyala Sambandhinastha Etan Nahantum Ichchami. So Arjuna says before, right, Acharya, you have Kripacharya, Dronacharya. Dronacharya is the bank of the river. Kripacharya is the current of the water. So Acharya Pitaraha, I have my parents, Putraha, my sons, Acharya Pitarah Putraha Tathaiva cha Pitamahaha, my grandfathers, great grandfathers. Everyone is fighting against Arjuna, against the Pandavas, right? So with that, everything against them, this Krishna is bringing them to the shore of this river, to the bank of this river, which is Jnana, Brahma-jnana. Right? Sottirna Khalu Pandavai Radali, Kaivartaka Keshava. Parasharya Vachas Sarojam. So Parasharya, again here we are comparing Bharata, Mahabharata to a Pankaja, to a lotus. Parasharya Vachas Sarojam. This lotus is born in the words of Vyasa. Parashara Maharshi is the father of Vyasa. So Parasharya is another name for Vyasa. Parasharya Vachas Sarojam, meaning the words of Vyasa Maharshi. Is the water in which this Bharata Pankajam is born in. This Mahabharata Pankaja, this lotus that is the Mahabharata, is born in the words of Vyasa. Parasharya Vachas Sarojam Amalam Gitartha Gandhokkatam. And how does this lotus smell? It smells like the Amrita, that is Gitartha. That is the Tatparya of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. This lotus smells like that Gitartha. Gitartha Gandhokkatam. And then Nana Akshyanaka Kesaram. So the filaments of this lotus. Does everyone know the parts of the flower? There is filament, right? The 5 filaments that come out. So those filaments are the different stories written in the Mahabharata, like Narada Dayanti, Sati Savitri, Shakuntala. All of these different stories are the different filaments inside that lotus. Nanakhanaka Kesaram, Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam. And then with this flower is bloomed, fully bloomed, by listening to all of the stories of Vishnu or Bhagavan. Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam, Loke Sajjana Shatpadehi. And who comes to this lotus? The Shatpada. Shatpada meaning one who has 6 feet. So that is the bee, the honeybee. Who are these honeybees? These honeybees are Sajjanas, good people, people who have good thought, who want to attain Jnana, Jijñasa. So we have Chaturvidha Bhajante Mam Jana Sukritinojana Arto Jijñasur Artharthi Jnani Cha Bharatarshaka. In the 7th chapter of Gita, the 16th shloka, you have Krishna, Bhagavan is saying that there are 4 types of people. Chaturvidha Bhajante Mam Janaha Sukritinojana Artaha Jijñasuhu Artharthi Jnani. So he is giving us 4 types of people. Artaha, someone who is in pain, someone who is sad. Artaha Jijñasuhu, someone who wants to know. Artharthi, someone who is after money or after material wealth. Artharthi Jnani cha. And then there is someone who has that Brahma Jnana. Tesham Jnani Nityiriktaha. Out of those people, Bhagavan is saying that the Jnani is his most favorite out of everyone. But the close second is Jijñasu, someone who wants to know, and someone who wants to attain this Jnana, who has this mumukshutva, who has this desire to attain moksha, to attain Jnana. Those people can be classified as these Sajjanas. So these Sajjana Shatpadevi, these Brahmaras, or these bees that are roaming around this lotus, that is this Bharata, Mahabharata, those people are Sajjanas. So Loke Sajjana Shatpadehi Aharaha, day and night. Pepiyamanam Mudra. Pepiyamanam means is not just like they don't just drink it once. This Amrita, Gitartha Amrita, they don't just drink it once, but Pepiyamanam means drinking again and again and again. So Pepiyamanam Mudra, with happiness. These people, these Sajjanas that are the bees, are drinking this Gitartha, this Parasharya Gitartha Gandhokkatam. They are drinking this Amrita, that is the Gita. Again and again with a lot of happiness. Gita Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuya Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradhamsi Nashreyase. May this Bharata Pankaja, may this lotus that is Mahabharata be there for our good. Naha Shreyase, for the good of us, for the good of the people. May we experience this Bharata Pankaja. May we experience this lotus that is Mahabharata. Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradhamsi. So Kalimala, meaning the Mala of Kali Yuga. The Mala, meaning the dirt of the Kali Yuga. Paradvamsi, the Bharata Pankaja that removes the dirt of Kali Yuga. Nashreyase, may that be for our good. And then Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. So Paramananda Madhavam Aham Vande. I pray to that Paramananda Madhavam, to that Bhagavan who is the Swarupa of Ananda, of the ultimate happiness. Yat Kripa, Yasya Kripa, Mukam Vachalam Karoti, with whose grace someone who cannot speak becomes a good orator. Not someone who can speak becomes someone who can speak. Someone who can't speak becomes a good speaker. And then Pangum Langhayate, he makes a lame person, someone who has no legs, walk a mountain. Not just walk normally, but walk an entire mountain. Right? So here they are saying that with Krishna's anugraha, with Bhagavan's anugraha, someone who can do anything will be able to do something extraordinary. Right. So Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. So that Krishna who makes a lame man become a good orator, who makes someone who cannot walk a hill, walk a full mountain. To that Paramananda Madhava, to that Krishna I meditate upon. Paramananda Madhavam. Shantakaram. So he is the embodiment of Shantaguna, of peace. Shantakaram. Bhujaga Shayanam. He is sleeping on the Ananta Padmanabha Swami. Right? He is sleeping on the snake. Bhujaga. Bhujaga means snake. Bhujaga Shayanam. Padmanabham. He has, his navel has the Padmanabha, has the lotus, out of which Brahma is born. Padmanabham. Suresham. He is the leader of the Suras, the Devas. Shantakaram, Bhujaga Shayanam, Padmanabham, Suresham. Vishwadharam. He is the center, the cause of the world. Vishwadharam. Gagana Sadrasham Mekhavarnam. The color of his body is the same as the Akasha, the sky. Gagana Sadrasham Mekhavarnam. Shubham. He has auspicious parts of his body. Like his body is very nice to look at. His Sharira is a very Sundara Anga. It is very pleasant to look at. Shubhankam. Lakshmi Kama. He is with Lakshmi. His wife is Lakshmi. Kamala. He has lotus-like eyes. Yogi is he is in the hearts of yogis all the time. He is the one that is preyed upon by the yogis. Yogi is Jnanagamyam, Vande Vishnum Bhava Bhayanam. So to that Vishnu who removes this bhaya of samsara, who removes the fear that we have from attachment, from samsara. Bhava Bhayaharam, Sarva Loka Ekanatham. And he is the leader of the entire world. He is the Rakshaka, the protector of the world. Sarva Loka Ekanatham. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Mantra Sunmati. So this shlokam is from Bhagavatam. So Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Mantra Sunmati Divyaistavaihi Vedaihi Sangapadakramopaniषदैहि Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tatkatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginah Yasyantam Naviduhu Surasura-ganaha Devaya Tasmai Namah. So basically this shlokam is talking about again Bhagavan. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Mantra. Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Maruta, Marut meaning Vayu. So the person who is meditated upon by all of these devatas with Veda mantras. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Mantra Spunmanti. Spunmanti meaning who is sung praise upon. Divyaihi Stavaihi, with many stavas, stotras, stutis. Right. So with all of these stutis, he is meditated upon by these devatas. Divyaihi Stavaihi. With what type of stutis? These stutis are Veda themselves. Right. So Divyaihi Stavaihi, Vedaihi, Sanga Padakramopaniषदैहि. So Sanga, with all of the Vedangas, the Padapatha, the Karmapatha, and Upanishads, this Bhagavan is meditated upon or sang upon. Sanga Padakramopaniषदैहि Gayanti Yam Samagaha, who द्वितीयं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा. The people who are in dhyana, the munis, the yogis who are always in dhyana, tadgatena manasa. Here tad meaning Brahma or Krishna. So people whose mind is always on Krishna, tadgatena manasa. Pashyanti yam yogina. So the people who always have Krishna in their heart and are always doing dhyana, what they see is Krishna. Right? So to that Krishna, Devaya tasmai namaha. I do my namaskarams to that Krishna. And then Devaya tasmai namaha Narayanam namaskritya Naranchaiva narottamam. So here we are praying upon Nara, Narayana, Saraswati and Vyasa. So four devatas are coming 4 in 1 in this one shloka. So Narayanam namaskritya. So after praying to Narayana, along with Narayana and Nara, here Nara meaning Arjuna. So people say that, it is said that Nara, the form of Nara in Mahabharata is Arjuna, Narayana is Krishna. So after praying to Narayana, and then Naranchaiva Narottamam. So we're also praying to Arjuna, because of whom we got this Bhagavad Gita, right? Because he asked the questions, we got the answers. So we're also praying to Arjuna. Naranchaiva Narottamam, the best among the men. Naranchaiva Narottamam, Devim Saraswati. We're praying to Saraswati Devi, the Vagdevata, the Devata that she is speech herself. So she's an embodiment of speech herself. So we're praying to speech, Saraswati, Vyasa. And then we're praying to Vyasa because he wrote this Bhagavad Gita. He wrote the Mahabharata, right? So Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udayate. So one who prays to all of these 4 devatas, he will gain victory. Here victory meaning gaining victory over samsara, gaining victory over ajnana, gaining victory over ignorance. Right? So gaining victory over your senses, your indriyas. So Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udayate. Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishta Karane Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine. So this is again a shloka on Jagadguru, on Shri Krishna. Satchidananda Rupaya. He is the form of Sat, Chit and Ananda. So we have, in the second chapter we have Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha Nabhavo Vidyate Sataha Ubhayorapi Drishtontaha Tu Anayos Tattvadarshinihi. Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha. Something that is non-existent will never be existent. Something that is existent will never be non-existent. So this is the meaning of Sat. Sat means existence. So something that was never existent will never be, something that was not existent will never be existent. Meaning this Sharira has an Adi and an Anta, right? So it is temporary. But after this Sharira goes away, it doesn't exist anymore. Meaning that this Sharira is Mithya. So Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha, meaning that this non-existent Sharira, this Sharira which has an Adi and an Anta, a beginning and an end, is not existent. Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha, Nabhavo Vidyate Sataha. So to the Atma, which wears this Sharira, which is Avyaya, Ananta, Adi, right? So this Anadi, this Atma, which has no beginning or end, has no abhava, will never be non-existent. So that is the Sat Lakshana. The meaning of Sat is given in this shloka. So we're saying that this Atma is ever existing. Sat, Chit, and then it is Jnana Swarupa. Right? So Kshetrajnam Chapi Mam Buddhi Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata Kshetrajnayor Jnanam Yatat Jnanam Matam. Right? And then we also have Jnanitvat Meva Mematam. So here in Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter we have Udara Sarva Vedate Jnanitu Atmeva Mematam. So people who understand me know me as the Jnana, as Brahma Jnana. So the Atma Swarupa is Jnana. And then we have Ananda Swarupa. So in the 6th chapter you hear Bhagavan say again and again, Yunjan Evam Saatmanam Yogi Vikata Kalmashaha Sukhena Brahma Samsparsham Atyantam Sukham Ashrute. So one who has understood Brahma will again and again repeatedly experience this Ananda, meaning that Brahma is Ananda. So this Satchidananda Rupaya. So we're saying that Krishna is the representation of existence, consciousness and happiness, meaning Sat, Chit and Ananda. So he is the Satchidananda Rupa. Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishta Karine. He removes all difficulties. Aklishta meaning difficulty, Karine. He is a remover he is sung by the Vedas. Right? Rishibhir bahudha gitam chandobhir vividhaih pruthak brahmasutra padaishcheva hetumadbhir vinishchitaihi. This is in the 10th chapter. 13th chapter, sorry. Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhagayana. Rishibhir bahudha gitam. So the yogis, the rishis say his name again and again, or talk about this tattva, this Brahma tattva, Paramatma tattva, again and again in the Vedas. So it is him who is sung about in the Vedas. Rishibhir bahudha gitam chandobhir vividhaih pruthak. By all of the shakhas of the Vedas, the Brahma Sutra Padeshya, by the Brahma Sutras. So all of these texts talk about the same one entity, which is the Paramatma. Brahma Sutra Padeshya, Hetu Madhya Vinishya. So that same Paramatma is we are praying to as Krishna here, who is the Jagadguru. Krishnaya Akrishtakaya Namo Vedanta Vedyaya, one who is known by the Vedas, Gurave Buddhi Sakshini. And then we have him as the Buddhi Sakshi, the one who is the Sakshi, the observer of the Buddhi. So he says in the Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, the 13th chapter, he says, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi. I am idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityabhidhiyate. So this sharira, this body is the kshetra, or the place, kshetra. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi. I am the kshetrajna, or the atma. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityabhidhiyate. Etatyo vetti tam prahu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. So the one who knows that this sharira is the kshetra, that person is the kshetrajna, and I am that kshetrajna, is what Krishna is saying. Meaning that, and here again Krishna, Bhagavan is saying that the Atma, the Jivatma and the Paramatma are one and the same. So, kshetrajnam, Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshini. He is that kshetrajna, that Atma that exists in all of us. That is that Krishna that we are praying to, the Guru, the one who removes darkness, the one who gives us jnana. Gurave Buddhi Sakshini. Sarvopanishado Gavaha. Here we are comparing Gita to the cow, or the Sarva Upanishads. All the Upanishads are the ending, the last parts of the Veda. The Vedanta is Upanishad. So Sarva Upanishado Gavaha. So that cow is a representation of all of the Upanishads. Sarva Upanishado Gavaha Dogdha. The one who milks the cow is Gopala Nandana. Gopala meaning one who herds the cow. Who is the one who herds the cows? Krishna. Gopala Nandana. So one who herds the cows is the milker of that cow. Gopala Nandana. Partho Vatsaha. And the baby cow, the calf, is Partha, Arjuna. Partho Vatsaha Sudhihi Bhokta. And the one who also drinks that is one who has a good steady mind. Sudhihi Bhokta. Dugdham Gita Amritam. And what is the milk? The milk is Gita Amrita. So this milk is, the milk that is Gita Amrita is milked by Krishna from the cow that is all the Upanishads are, all of the whole Upanishads. And this milk is given to Arjuna, who is the Vatsa, who is the baby calf. Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhukta Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat. Gita Shastram Idam Punyam Yah Padhet Prayatah Kuman Vishnu Padam Avasthi. So one who reads Gita will attain moksha. One who understands Gita, one who thinks upon it, meditates upon this Brahma Gita, one who follows the ways of the Gita, one who repeatedly makes an effort to understand the meanings of each of these shlokas, that person who has attained that jnana, who has attained that enlightenment, will attain Brahmapada, will attain oneness with Shri Vishnu or with Bhagavan. Gita Shastram Punyam Yah Padhet Prayatah Kuman Vishnu Padamavapnoti Bhayashokadavijitah. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gita. So one Shastra, which is Devaki Putra Gita, one which is sung by Devaki Putra, Krishna. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gita. Eko Devo Devaki Putreva. One Deva, one Devata, one Bhagavan, who is that Krishna himself. Eko Mantra, one mantra, one mantra. Tasya Namani, all of these names are that one mantra. Karma Pekam Tasya Devasya Seva. There is only one action, which is that the seva, the devotion to that deva, to that devata. So here by saying there is only one of each, we are saying that there is nothing better than this. This is the best of all of these things. So Ekam Shastram, there is no other Shastram that gives us this knowledge better than this Shastram. So Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gita. This Gita, there is nothing better than this Gita Shastra. Nothing that will give us that will show us the way for this Brahmajnana easier than this Gita Shastra. Eko Devaha Devaki Putra Eva. And then Krishna as a Jagadguru such a Bhakta Sulabha, right? He's easy to reach. He's the one who gives the Parijata, Prapanna Parijata, one who removes all shoka from everyone. So we're saying that there is nothing better than reading Bhagavad Gita, nothing better than praying to Bhagavan, nothing better than saying Bhagavan's name and understanding what it means. So with this, I'd like to conclude just saying, I just want to emphasize that we shouldn't just read Bhagavad Gita, we should